Don't even talk to me about leasing. I own my cars. Hey, if I can't afford to pay cash for a car, I'm not buying it. Leasing is the same as renting. Why would I rent a car for 3 years when I could just own it? I drive too many miles to lease. One thing's for sure about auto leasing, everybody has an opinion, myself included. What's different about me, though, is I'm an SME or subject matter expert. 40 years in the auto industry, I have leased cars to literally hundreds of people and have even leased 9 or 10 myself. Now, I'm not telling you any of that detail to impress you. I just don't want to waste your time beating around the bush about why you should weight my opinion more than almost anyone else's. Guys like Dave Ramsey, who doesn't own a credit card, by the way, and essentially believes cars are evil, will disagree with almost everything I say here, and that's okay. Dave has helped a whole lot of people do very well with their finances, so who am I to argue with that? However, despite Dave's efforts, a whole lot of people buy a whole lot of cars every year. So I'm here to deal with what's actually happening in the automotive market, and I'll let Dave handle the what should be happening piece. Fair enough? Thanks, Dave. I hope you're watching. Okay, here's reason number 1 why you should lease. So you don't have to pay cash. Let's get right to the point. When it comes to driving new vehicles, there are 3 primary ways to pay for them: cash, finance, or lease. Everybody pretty much knows what paying cash means, but people for whom that's an option often forget about the opportunity cost of that transaction. That check you write for 50 grand could have alternatively been invested somewhere other than a depreciating asset like a new car. That's right, new cars, as much as we love them, they depreciate faster than almost anything else on the planet. So in a matter of 3 years, your 50K is only going to be worth about 30K. Instead, what if you would have put that money into an interest-bearing account for 36 months? Suddenly, your 50 grand would be worth nearly 60 at only a 6% rate of return. Now, if you do that, how do you pay for your new vehicle? Oh, well, that's where leasing comes in. Now, this example is oversimplified to make the point, but if your lease payments were, let's say, $600 a month for 36 months, your total outlay would be $21,600. Do some easy math, and you'll find that a lease makes pretty good sense if your other choice is paying cash for a new car. That leads us to reason number 2. Lease payments are substantially lower than finance payments on the same new vehicle. In other words, that $600 a month vehicle I was just talking about would probably run over $900 a month if you financed it, even for a longer term. As for financing, let me just say this. Unless there is some crazy interest rate deal like 0% on a car that I really want to own, I'll lease my new vehicles and pay cash or financed if it's pre-owned. I'd steer clear of pre-owned leasing because there really isn't a standard for determining the value at the end of the lease term, which is also known as the residual value. Next and finally, reason number 3 that you should lease your next new car: you'll be under the full new car warranty on the leased vehicle. So if anything goes wrong, you'll be covered. Most new vehicles come with things like roadside assistance, even towing. So the peace of mind factor is pretty strong with leasing. So if your choices are leasing a new vehicle or financing a pre-owned one, weigh the pluses and minuses of each to find out the best fit for you. Remember, on a pre-owned vehicle, with very few exceptions, you will be responsible for any maintenance or any repairs that come up unless you buy a service agreement, extended warranty, or a maintenance program for the car. And full disclosure, both of the vehicles currently in my garage have those. On a new vehicle lease, the car will be covered by the full bumper-to-bumper factory warranty. Usually they run for 3 years or 36,000 miles, whichever comes first. So you'll hardly ever have to pony up money for maintenance or repairs in a time frame like that if you're in a lease. Now don't worry, there's a lot more. If you have any specific questions, comment below and I'll do my best to answer all of them. Keep in mind that laws related to leasing, of course, can vary greatly from state to state. So always seek advice from someone you trust who is familiar with your local regulations. But I'm happy to take a stab at any of your general questions. Hey, thanks for watching. And you know what to do. Please like, subscribe, share, and click that notification bell so you'll know when I post something new, which I will soon. Take care. See ya.